Welcome to Yardi TV. Welcome, welcome. Show me stay. Yeah, man. Show me stay. Yeah, man. Welcome. What do you hear me say? Welcome to another top video. Yes, me live. Yes, me live. Me live on Yardi TV. Today again. So people, I am asking you please, as soon as you come in at the chat, I beg you please, like the video. Please like the video, because people, liking the video is the way how the video go out all over the world in the algorithm. So people, may I beg you, like the video. Please like the video. And if you have time, share the video. But people, today we are going to take it on a more lighter note. Yeah, man. Today we are going to take it on a more lighter note. We not cuss nobody today. Everybody I say, President, yes, I made them call President, yes. Me not talk we can go at Tivoli Garden and you know who is the president. But no, you are listening to President. And them say, President, you can't tell how him a present himself. Because many would say, President would come sometime in a wig. If you no feel say a president have on the wig, well, have it your wig. So if you no feel say my good here, when you sip on top of my head, a wig, you can always have it say a wig me have on. But I'm a good here. No, me not have nothing for prove. Me not take off my hat. Prove it to nobody. Say, I know me good here. You know have it for say, a wig me have on. So if you know want have it for say, president sometime wear hat and sometime him wear wig. That is uno own feelings. So it a telling us say, sometime when me come and attack, you not have to take it seriously. Because sometimes, because people hear me talk about politics, sometimes I rub out Andrew Holness and him green people them. And sometimes I rub out Marky Clone and the people them will say, them are the new PMP. Me not care. I want people business me come here to talk and deal with. And the people them business. The Jamaican people business. So I don't care. All who want put stamp pa all my chat. If you don't want to say, me a bat for PMP. And if you don't want to say, me a bat for the green people them. Say anything you don't want to say. Because when me come here, so, as when me say, me not bat for nobody. The only thing I declare, the only thing I declare, the only thing I don't hide, I always declare. Yes, me used to run behind Michael Manley in a me tear-out batty trousers. And when him see me, him lift me up. Yes, him lift me up as a little 12-year-old boy picking it. Him lift me up because which part I live bastion of the People's National Party in Eastern Kingston. Yes. And when we lick a picnic, them time there, see Michael Manley, me nah go sound like me a blaspheme. When me a little boy picnic, 12-year-old, I grew up in a East Kingston. When me see Michael Manley, me remember the biblical Jesus Christ. Yes. Me running on my tear-out batty pants, trousers. Anywhere Michael Manley I go, because when Michael Manley I walk, Michael Manley walk like blind man sometime. I mean blind like him can't see. When Michael Manley I walk, and him a walk, him not just walk in a theme place where him know say a pure PMP. Michael Manley I walk go down a Ray Town. Michael Manley I walk go down a South Side. And going them time there in a Michael Manley South Side. When Michael Manley have we little picnic one time, I walk behind him. All I go down in a South Side. Yes. We are walk with we little pan of rock stone beside Michael Manley. Cause we know say by time we reach pan South Camp Road, we are go buck up pan the green people them. Yes, and Michael Manley no care, cause Michael Manley a walk and him a duck stone too. Yes, Michael Manley, when the green people them, when Ryan Peralta, yes, you did have one man where them say favor Ratbat. Yes, them calling Ryan Peralta. Yes, them used to call him Ratbat. Yes. Him used to run against Michael Manley, Ryan Peralta. Ryan Peralta was one of the most confrontational member of parliament, me know, because Ryan Peralta I tell him labor right them down a south side, going up on South Camp Road where Michael Manley come, because Michael Manley I walk everywhere. Michael Manley no care who a PMP or GLP, him just want to walk and make people see him. Once he's a part of Michael Manley constituency in a East Kingston, them change it to East Kingston and Port Royal now. But one time, the constituency was South Side. Yes, South Side. Me attack which part? Them have the ice factory down a South Side. down there, so the housing scheme down there, if you don't look on the housing scheme, it built same way like the house them in a Fletcher's Land, Dunkirk, and yes, all of them house there resemble them one another. So Michael Manley would have walk go down there, so, and with there behind Michael Manley as little boy picnic in our tear out batty pants and barefoot and we paint pan and we butter pan full of big stone. Yes, and 1 and 2 back cleaner. Yes, 1 and 2 drinks back in our back pocket. Yes, cause the politics was like that. The politics was like that. So we don't want to come in the chat and say, Michael Manley teach you no. No, Michael Manley not teach you nothing about war. But the politics was like that. Throw stone and buckle. Yes, me not hide and talk. The politics of the 80s. Yes, the politics of the 80s in my time was stone and buckle. Stone and buckle. Yes, it never reached gun yet. It was stone and buckle confrontational. But it was serious politics. Serious politics when it come on to people business. Serious politics when it come on to people business. Michael Manley was a very serious politician when it come on to people business. And to top it off, I am a very upfront admirer of Edward Seaga. Yes, when me a boy too, it used to look like me a boy, you know. people, me young still, me did young them time there. Yes, me did young. So if me sound that way there, me want to know, excuse me and not take me right here now as that. You know, say, at 2 places me grew up. Me grew up in a East Kingston and me grew up in a western St. Andrew too, West Kingston. Yes. People, I was also a little follower of Edward Seaga. Yes. I was a little follower of Edward Seaga also. Me was no labor right, you know, because me never have no vote them time there. So me no want to come have it say me was labor right. Me a 12-year-old them time there. I enjoy me little picnic days. Yes, me used to enjoy me little picnic days, but me a go tell you not take me serious. You not take me serious. Don't take me serious. Maypen Cemetery, yes, the same Maypen Cemetery was the hunting ground as little boy down at Greenwich Farm. Yes, yes. 2 things was the hobby as little boy. 2 things was the hobby as little boy in a West Kingston them time there. West Kingston. It was a place down at Tinspen called Bolo. Yes. All who remember Bolo. Who remember Bolo? Any little boy no remember Bolo we used to go to school anywhere in in a West Kingston, whether it be you come from over Jungle side, whether you come from Rima side, or you come from Maxfield, whether you come from um, um, places like Cockburn Pen, whether you come from anywhere, Bolo, yes, Bolo was the place where every little boy picnic, school, and go down there, go swim. We used to school and go down a Bolo down a Tinsel Pen, which part the plane them fly from, down a Tinsel Pen. We do not pass pan Marcus Garvey Drive. You see the whole heap of old car where government bring from China. And that's how me attack. Yes. When you look from Marcus Garvey side, you see the whole heap of old car where government bring come. The old car them. One time, but over there so was what we call Bolo. So as little boy, we used to have two things. As little boy, two things. Going to Bolo and go over Maypen Cemetery. Yes. Them two things that was me and my little what them call it now? Dogs? Oh, them call it dogs. But in a them time there, we call it friend. Friend we call it. Nowadays, them call it me and my dog or me and my squad. But them time there, a friend we deal with. Friend. So, as little boy, pan weekend, and sometime after school, we used to go over Maypen Cemetery. We never afraid of Duppy. Afraid of Duppy what? Afraid of Duppy what? Where Duppy I go? We don't know nothing about Duppy when we grew up. We don't know nothing about Duppy. So, una about in the chat, oh, we go over Maypen if we're not afraid of Duppy. We're not afraid of Duppy. We not afraid of Duppy. Them time the when we are going Maypen Cemetery and we go around at the back of the cemetery, way around at the back to train line. We see our casket turn over with man swell up and bust around there. Man swell up in a board box. Yes, cause them time there, government used to bring people where them call Papa burial and just dash them down in the raw box them, round at the back part, a train line at the cemetery. Yes, round at the back part when him we're around there. When we are past, the only thing we could have do is just tie we shirt round where nose and pass. Duppy, we not afraid of that. So when as boy picnic, we are go over Maypen Cemetery. We are walk out the whole of Tivoli Garden. We are walk out. So more time we do over Maypen Cemetery. I look mango. Did you know, say, some of the sweetest mango them are over Maypen them there? Up till now, when you want some sweet blacky mango, go over Maypen Cemetery. Right you know. Anybody, if you no go over Maypen Cemetery one Sunday or any day of the week and you want some sweet mango when a mango time, you just go way around at the back part and you buck up in a whole heap of fruit tree around there. All type of fruit tree around there. You have mango tree, apple tree, guinea tree, coolie plum tree, every tree they over Maypen Cemetery. Every tree. So going to Maypen was one of the way me get for love Siaga. Yes, going to Maypen Cemetery was one of the reason how me get to know Edward Philip George Siaga, because it was a man when I left out of Tivoli Garden. I like him have bed down there. When you go down at Tivoli Garden Monday, you see Edward Siaga. When you go down there Tuesday, you see Edward Siaga. When you go down there Alpan Sunday, you wonder if Edward Siaga name him rice and peas down at Tivoli Garden. Yes! Yes! So I saw me get as a little boy for know Edward Siaga, same way like how me know Michael Manley. Me no used to run behind Edward Siaga though, as how me run behind Michael Manley. But I used to say, hey, you know what I say? For top it all, Edward Siaga are one of the first white man me see in my life. Me not tell no lie. Anybody want tell me say a lie me I tell. Anybody want tell me say a lie me I tell. I want to no come in at the chat and tell me the first white man where uno say. Edward Siaga are the first white man me say in a female life. Yes, me not tell no lie. That's why me did so fascinated with Edward Siaga. Yes, Michael Manley. Who say Michael Manley? Michael Manley no white. Me uno call Michael Manley white. Me uno call Michael Manley white. I would have called Michael Manley a mulatto. You know mulatto? Michael Manley to me is a mulatto. But Edward Siaga, a white man. Nobody can take that from me. Me no say. Edward Siaga, a white man. Nobody can tell me say Edward Siaga is not a white man. Go and look in the history. Uno now fi tell me in the chat say Michael a white man. Me touch Michael Manley. I mean know when me touch white people skin. Yes, Michael Manley is a mulatto. Mulatto. Michael Manley. Eddie Siaga a white man. You run me down. You are run me down. Go up on Google. Go up on Google and ask which part Edward Siaga born. Ask about him parents them. Ask about him parents them. Ask about him parents them. Did Edward Siaga parents them go to school in Jamaica? Michael Manley father go to school in Jamaica. Norman Washington Manley go to school in Jamaica. JC. JC. You not tell me no fucking foolishness. You not tell me no foolishness in the chat. Anyhow. We just want to tell you now, I am not coming to no politically today. Because I make it clear that Michael Manley, I am a Manleyite. And me used to run behind Eddie Siaga when me a little boy pick me top. Yes. You can't trick me at Tivoli Garden. Me know every street and lane at Tivoli Garden. Nobody can trick me in a Tivoli Garden. You mad? You mad? Nobody at all can trick me in a Tivoli garden, if you ask me which part Jacket Place lead you to, and if you ask me where Shira Boulevard lead you to, no can't trick me. And if you no ask me about Denham Town, me know Denham Town like it back of me hand. Like it back of me hand. Rose Town, me know them place there. Me know all of them place there. How for walk through Rose Town, going a Rima, and walk from Rima, going a jungle. And where the Rasta tell me say, me know everything about West Kingston, whether I don't want to chop it in a southwest, I don't want to chop it in a whatsoever. You don't want to take it. I am a Michael Manley Heights, and I am an admirer of Edward Seaga. Because at the end of the day, this is what I come to know to talk about today. This is what I come to the people today to talk to them about. I come to talk to the people them about this today. People of Jamaica, wanna take them politicians here in a parliament serious with no business. That is what I take to talk about Tono today. Wanna take them politicians here. Me no mean PMP and me no mean GLP. Me I talk the whole of them. Me put the whole of them in a one ras barrel. Wanna take them serious? Wanna take them serious? People of Jamaica. People of Jamaica. Wanna take them politicians here when them roll up in a garden all serious? Uno must be mad to us. Uno must be mad to us. To take them politicians here serious. Uno mad? Them politicians here just come for hack. Them politicians here look like them call them one another. Them politicians here look like say them call them one another from overnight and rehearse. Them rehearse on phone. Some of them go at them one another yard. Yes, me I talk like if that one here is the Minister of Health. I am speaking about. All right, take for instance the Minister of Health, Christopher Tufton, and the opposition spokesman on health, Alfred Daz. It seems like sometime them just call them one another and them write them script. People of Jamaica, politician in a garden house is like we're watching a sitcom. You don't know that word there? You don't know the word sitcom? SITCOM. You don't know the word sitcom? Sitcom is like some comedy show. And that parliament look like every day. When I on Tuesday, sit down and say me I go watch with politician them. It's like Me I ready up myself for watch one of them long time comedy show there. You know, comedy show of long time ago when you have actor with the pan Dynamite. That a long time comedy. You remember with Arnold, Liquor Arnold in a different stroke, and him say, "No, what you talking about?" And them sitcom them I talk about. When we see our parliamentarian them, all right, me I gonna make you know what is a sitcom. Give me some time. Give me some time, make I tell you now. What is a sitcom? Give me some time. Make I explain to you what is a sitcom. I am going to tell you now what is really a sitcom. Listen. Listen carefully. What is a sitcom? Listen.
1. Fixed characters. One of the standout features of a sitcom is the consistency in its character.
Listen.
Understanding sitcom, a dive into popular culture. Hey everyone, today, we're going to uncover the meaning and history of the word sitcom. If you've ever watched TV, you might have come across this term. Let's explore it together. A sitcom is short for situational comedy. It's a genre of comedy that revolves around a fixed set of characters who carry over from episode to episode. These characters typically find themselves in various comedic situations.
People, who don't say me I disrespect on the politician? Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. I am not disrespecting a politician. Me not disrespect them. People, me not disrespect a politician. Me just want to bring things to where the ordinary YouTuber them no sit down and try to bring it to I have to bring them thing here to I have to bring them thing here. I have to bring them thing here to so you no understand what really me I talk about. Me have to bring it to Me not disrespect uno politician them, I am not disrespecting uno politician them. No. None at all. I am not disrespecting uno favorite or uno bro God. I am not disrespecting uno Market G. I am not disrespecting uno Juliet Olness, Speaker of the House. I am not disrespecting all on a politician where uno run behind every day. But at this, may I tell you now, this me come to tell you now. Listen me every time me come and I try make you understand the situation where we under in a Jamaica. Yeah. We are watching a sitcom every Tuesday whenever our politician go in a garden house or whichever day them claim say them going at the Senate, House of Senate. People, we are watch comedy and sitcom Listen. Uno listen. Uno member. When them tell you say, what is parliament? You member? When somebody tell you no the meaning of parliament, Uno did remember. The meaning of parliament is a gathering of baboon. Parliament. Uno look up the word parliament, but not that me come to tell you about. That way you know already. That way you know already. But me, president, I go further for you to understand. When we watch our politician them in our garden house, we are not watching nothing but a sitcom. Listen.
Understanding sitcom, a dive into popular culture. Hey everyone, today we're going to uncover the meaning and history of the word sitcom. If you've ever watched TV, you might have come across this term. Let's explore it together. A sitcom is short for situational comedy. It's a genre of comedy that revolves around a fixed set of characters who carry over from episode to episode. These characters typically find themselves in various comedic situations, hence the name. The humor in sitcoms often arises from these situations and the interactions among the characters.
Yes!
1. Fixed characters. One of the standout features of a sitcom is the consistency in its characters. You'll see the same characters in every episode, and over time,
same character over and over again. Juliet Holness, Speaker of the House. You understand? Juliet Holness, fixed character, Speaker of the House. You see what I deal with? Listen.
You get to know them and their quirks really well. 2. Humor from situations. The humor isn't just based on jokes or one-liners. Instead, it comes from the situations the characters find themselves in. 3. Setting consistency. Many sitcoms have a consistent setting, like an apartment, office, or a house.
House of Parliament. House of Parliament. Listen carefully, because president come for telling you things when nobody no want talk to you about. Listen.
Where most of the action occurs. This familiar setting becomes a character of its own over time. Sitcoms have been loved by audiences around the world for several reasons.
Listen to the reason.
1. Relatability. The situations in a sitcom often mirror everyday life, making them easy to relate to. 2. Comfort. Seeing the same characters and settings provides a sense of comfort and familiarity. 3. Laughter. They're designed to make you laugh.
May I tell you, every day in a parliament is like laughter. Laughter. When you say sometime the politician them behave like Juliet Holness. Sometime when you see Marky G, them a take Marky G for clown. You have to laugh sometime when you look on the Prime Minister. When you look on the Prime Minister knowing say the Prime Minister is the main suspect of everything. The Prime Minister just knows say everything we are going in the country, him is the main suspect. And him not care. Him just come to the sitcom for act all the while, pure acting. Listen.
In a busy world, many people turn to sitcoms for a light-hearted break. While there are countless sitcoms out there, a few stand out for their global popularity. Friends revolves around a group of friends living in New York. The Office, a mockumentary about the day-to-day life of office employees.
People, our parliament is nothing but comedy. All our parliament do is just one thing every day. Them come to parliament and just do one thing. One thing them come every day and do. People, rubber stamping. We have a government that all this government deal with is just rubber stamping, pure rubber stamping. You see, our parliament them, when we sit down and I watch this sitcom here, everything will go on in a parliament is just rubber stamping, pure rubber stamping. We have what we call a rubber stamping. We have what we call a rubber stamping government system. People of Jamaica, you notice everything we go to parliament is just acting. You could hear the opposition talk until them false teeth drop out. It no mean nothing at all. It no need nothing at all to the Jamaican people, because the same actor them is there same way, where them just deal with just rubber stamping. All we have is just rubber stamping governance. That's all we have in a Jamaica. Rubber stamping governance in a Jamaica. And this is what we call a sitcom. A sitcom. We just sit down and watch them people here. Every day, opposition just come to parliament and say, boy, them I go do this and do that. And at the end of the day, at the end of the day, because the government just have most of the elected seat. Them no care. Anything what them say, it goes so. You remember when the Naira bill did suppose for pass? Who did remember that, though? The government and the opposition sit down in a parliament. the whole fucking night. Whole night till way after 1 o'clock. And everybody feels the opposition are going to get something out of it. And lo and behold, the government end up passing the Naira bill. You call that nothing but rubber stamping and comedic situation, whereby the opposition just there in a parliament. The opposition just there in a parliament. A pure comedy. Pure comedy. We don't see no action from the opposition. We don't see no fist fight. We don't see no shoes a fling across the aisle. We don't see nobody walk out of parliament. And people, I am going to tell you the most disgraceful act. I am going to tell you the most disgraceful act of comedy and sitcom. Me know enough people not gonna like what me say. Enough people not gonna like what me say. Enough people not gonna like what me say. But we want to hear about rubber stamping. Rubber stamping.
Or are already in audit seasons in your organizations, auditors do ask for board minutes. Auditors do ask for confirmation of who said yes, who said no, with changes in policies and bylaws. And if everything just seems like everybody said yes, but there's clearly some other things happening within the organization, it could potentially prompt some other questions you're probably not prepared for. So healthy debate is great. And I am like Pam, I'm okay with sitting on the island.
People, this is the rubber stamp government is like when the Naira bill, when the speech where the member of parliament from St. Mary, the member of parliament from St. Mary, the member of parliament from St. Mary, tell we clear that the action of the Jamaica Labour Party is pure rubber stamping. The action of the Andrew Holness government is pure rubber stamping. Pure rubber stamping go on in our governance of this country. That's all the GLP go on with. All the Jamaica Labour Party do is just perform pure rubber stamping upon the Jamaica people And the PMP not take no action about it. The People's National Party not take no action about it. All them do them just stand up in a parliament and watch Andrew Holness and him government performing pure action against the state. Pure action against the state. The PMP just stand up sometime and make the GLP just mark them like little kindergarten.
Been campaigning for 5 years.
School
till we
picnic.
tired to see them. But when Donkey on a track by himself, Donkey look fast. Put Donkey beside a good horse and a champion like our #1 PM, and Donkey disappear.
You hear that? You hear that? People don't hear that though. You don't hear that. And them things that me a talk about, those are the things we me a talk about. Them things there. Them things there we me a talk about. Them things there we me a talk about. Harder than this. Outer than this. Pure outer than this. Pure outer than this. Pure comedy. Joke thing. Joke thing. Joke thing, brother. Joke thing. That is where I go on in our parliament. Them type of thing. Yeah.
The PNP
Them thing,
has
yeah.
been campaigning for 5 years till we tired to see them. But when Donkey on a track by himself, Donkey look fast. Put Donkey beside a good horse and a champion like our #1 PM, and Donkey disappear in the dust.
See, them things I may talk about. These are the things I talk about when I think of politics. Politics in our country. Yes. It's like we're watching comedy, sitcom. Sitcom. People, why we have to accept these things? Why we have to accept these action by people in a parliament? People in a parliament where pay taxpayer money, taxpayer money, taxpayer money, taxpayer money, taxpayer money.
Can somebody explain and tell me why the PNP leadership don't come out on Nara business? Mark, you remember the PNP did not vote for Nara, So it means that anything that is involved in Nara, the PNP should not have a voice in it. Know that the Prime Minister has announced Major Anderson to lead the Nara team. The PNP is now coming out stating that they are looking for accountability, credibility, and all of that. PNP, you should not have a say in Nara because they didn't vote for it. And I'm listening to the Prime Minister now because I hear the Prime Minister calling out some of these civil society groups who are acting, in my opinion, that they are supporting the PNP and everything that the PNP stands for. And the Prime Minister did mention that some of these civil society groups are being funded. So I want to know, the PNP, since you're so strong in your pronouncement.
People, so you say it was a comedy show the day when I sit and I watch the sitcom, the so-called sitcom, the parliament sitcom, Jamaica politician comedy in Garden House, and I say the PNP waste them voice. Instead, the PNP should have just walk out. Them a vote, and I hold up them man and them know say this JLP government is a rubber stamp government. As long as the man knows say he has the majority in a parliament. Why Mark Golding still attend parliament? You know why? People of Jamaica, you have to understand the policy of these politicians when them attend sitting in parliament. Them a go home with a bag of money. That is why them no business about the people. 100% them no business. Because the opposition should not sit in this comedic situation whereby them know say when the Nara bill, Andrew Holness don't know say if it take Andrew Holness until 5 o'clock the next morning, him know say his majority in parliament is going to speak. Him know that. Him already know say his majority in parliament I go bring him over to victory with the Nara bill. So why did Mark Golding and the opposite? We need to see more action. More action. Mark Golding, you can't turn on the yard sometime. Turn on the yard. Or sometime, you attend parliament and stay outside. Enough vlogger and people who can bring on live to the people. On not for going on the Andrew Holness sitcom in Garden House. Because that is sitcom. We need to see more sensible action from the PNP. Don't attend parliament when you know say you not go lose, but because you don't want to collect the people their money, you just want to go in a parliament and collect the money. That's all you want to do. Go in a parliament, sit down in the comedy show in a parliament, the sitcom. Yes. and then uno collect uno money. That's all. It is no representation of the people. Gone are the days with Michael Manley and Edward Siaga when them people they represent people and not self. Days and years ago, when you see Michael Manley, you know, say, one time when Michael Manley travel abroad, everybody knows, say, this was the policy of Michael Manley government during his tenure in office, 1972 to 1976, and 1976 to when Siaga win the election in 1980. Every time Michael Manley went abroad to any meeting at all, Michael Manley always go straight to the the Jamaica Broadcasting Corporation, either immediately or the next day, and make the Jamaican people know the reason for him traveling to that country or to a meeting. Michael Manley always make the people know his reason for leaving the country. Them a politician nowadays. When them politician year after today left, say them a go foreign, you wonder where them go for. Sometimes them go there for just collect money on behalf of themselves, travel pan Jamaica, expense, and go foreign, go collect money for putting in them bank account or whatsoever. Personal travel pan Jamaica budget for go foreign. Michael Manley never do that yet. And them say them no owe the Jamaican people no explanation of traveling. That is where the feisty green people them say all the while. That is where them say. Them no owe the Jamaican people them no form of explanation why them have to travel. Oh dear you. 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 You don't owe the Jamaican people no explanation at all. People, touch up the like button, cause me have more for going on. More. Things I'm done. Me just a come. President just a warm up. Just a warm up. Warm up. Me 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 just a warm up. When I think of comedy, Everal Warm, did you know, say, Everal Warmington is the biggest star in Jamaica sitcom? Did you know that Everal Warmington is the biggest star when it come on to Jamaica sitcom? Eh? Did you know that most time when you see people take them precious time when you see Everal Warmington in a parliament, people glue to them seat. Everal Warmington is one of Jamaica's favorite comedian in Parliament.
For the upcoming fiscal year. Now, Mr. Warmington sought to quiz the minister about a comment he reportedly made in a daily newspaper last week.
Minister.
People, hey! You know, said this, so that party in the comedy show, serious. You know, say, Everal Warmington, no care. People love the comedy show when Everal Warmington is a part of the script. Yes, Everal Warmington attack Darrell Vaz, a member of his party, to the sword. Listen.
Is there any method as such within your ministry or scope where you can make allocation to councillors? Not to my knowledge, member. Is there such a privilege or opportunity in any other ministry? Do you know if any other ministry can do that? Not that I know of. But then, if that's the case, so you're making statement. You made a statement the other day where I'm concerned that you disassociate yourself from a statement I made. An allocation. If it is not within a minister's to do it, forward. Don't you make such statement in the Observer? I said what general question. It's not a general question. He's making that be associated with allocation from ministry council. Yeah, you know that it's not possible. Now are you making such statement?
Chairman, let me make it clear for all who have ears to hear and eyes to see. I do.
People, watch the show. Watch the show. Watch the show. This is sitcom, Parliament sitcom. You don't see it nowhere else in the world. Jamaica Parliament is one big laughing stock. If you don't sit down good and study it, one big dirty sitcom. Listen to Everal Warmington, a drape up. One of him JLP member, Darrell Vaz. Yes.
Not support partisan politics at any level, whether it's a council level, MP level, or government level. And as a minister of government, that will never happen under my watch in any way, shape, or form.
Yes.
Doesn't seem like you've learned anything.
And we go now to a major developing story on the political scene. A high-level meeting is now underway at the Jamaica Labour Party JLP headquarters on Belmont Road in St. Andrew. Members of the JLP hierarchy are, as well as
people
and members of Parliament, are reportedly in attendance. TVJ News understands that the meeting started a short while ago. Now, we haven't been able to confirm why the hastily arranged high-level meeting was called. Sources indicated earlier today that matters to be discussed relate to the firing of Everald Warmington, as well as the suggestion that a JLP councillor could break ranks with the party in the KSAMC.
People, this is the thing where I try to tell you about Jamaica comedy in a parliament, sitcom. People, these are the things where I tell you no more time. These are the things where I tell you no more time. Everald Warmington is the biggest actor. The biggest actor. Everybody love Wami. They love Wami. Bad. They love Wami.
At this stage, they are so damn desperate. They can't find nobody for campaign for them, as I said before. Then go for the sick, lame, dying and dead to come campaign. Look on KD night, then take him out for the hospital bed. Put him in a walk off the compound tower. Then their nurses go to practice them. Can't even talk to them.
Oh, boy.
Then go to public because Gill. In the earth. Put no wheelchair to come talk to them. Then for the Portia Simpson. Those men left the door and hide there from them. No one is to come to campaign. And if the guy was Bob, I said before, if the guy was Bob, there are extra security down there to guard Michael and man the grave. I don't really take no contact. It means they can't find nobody.
Whoa.
It means they are drunk up in there. It means they are done.
Yeah.
And if you call them dead too, what do you know? You're not dead too? So Marky G and all of them. But brothers and sisters, the journey is long. Victory is sweet. Victory is sweet. I can smell the victory. I can taste the victory. My brothers and sisters, hold on! Hold on! Hold on! Victory is ours. Victory is ours. The third term is done. We don't want
people, Lord Jesus Christ. Hey, I want it, hey, Everald Warmington, hey. Why am I telling you? Everald Warmington need to be studied. Picnic in a school need to study the brain of Everald Warmington. They need to study the brain of Everald Warmington. Yes. They need.
Meanwhile, Gordon House descended into a shouting match on Tuesday as both sides of the House argued about the government's proposed minimum wage offer. However, things got heated when controversial Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Southwest, Everald Warmington, referred to Youth and Culture Minister Lisa Hanna as a Jezebel.
The copy that I got from him, it said, Mr. Speaker, it is indeed a pleasure for me to be afforded. It says a pleasure for me. He said,
people, these are the words of Everald Warmington, not mine. Not mine.
He said he did not use the word pleasure. He said he did not use the word He said he did not use the word pleasure. And he said
and people want to tell me this are not acting. Eh? People, this are people no can't tell me say them your behavior no scripted. These behavior by these parliamentarians scripted. Why them allow Everald Warmington this moment. Why? Because it's a plan. That's why I say the Jamaican Parliament is nothing but SITCOM. Remember the meaning of SITCOM. Listen to Everald Warmington.
Mr. Speaker, hold on just a moment. Will you please hold up your copy?
Deputy Speaker of the House, Mr. Lloyd B. Smith, called on Mr. Warmington to withdraw his comments.
Mr. Warmington.
Mr. Speaker, it really is unfortunate that
you called a member of this House Jezebel. I'm asking that you retract.
Mr. Speaker, I withdraw that word, but allow me to read the sentence.
The statement is here, and everybody can read it. If this continues, I am going to
Government member Luther Buchanan described Mr. Warmington as obnoxious.
It is the member shows respect for the office of the Speaker and for his colleagues and for the hallowed halls of this Parliament to ask Mr. Speaker, that member is rude and obnoxious. Taken lightly because he's
people, I want poop. I love till no one poop.
He behaves in the way he behaves. Mr. Speaker is bringing this House into disrepute, and I am saying it is time that something be done about that member.
Meanwhile, Ms. Hannah took to Twitter on Wednesday calling for disciplinary sanctions against Mr. Warmington. In her post, Ms. Hannah said Mr. Warmington is misogynistic and obnoxious. She said, quote, much as I would prefer to be surprised at such grossly unparliamentary behavior.
People, Everald Warmington, me no business what them want to say. Everald Warmington is the best actor in a parliament. When it come on to acting to make we feel good on a parliament day, there's nobody to make we laugh like Everald Warmington. No actor, no there in a House of Parliament like Everald Warmington. No Marky G can make me laugh like Everald Warmington. No Speaker of the House can make me laugh like Everald Warmington. No Andrew Holness can make me laugh like Everald Warmington. When it come on to making the Jamaican people there, Everald Warmington, he got it. He got it all. When it come on to Everald Warmington people, Everald Warmington is the champion comedian in a parliament. Yeah? Nobody can do it like Everald.
By a colleague, I am forced to confess that Mr. Warmington's misconduct is no surprise. Based on his history, he seems to have a problem with women in general and an obsessive compulsion with me, end quote.
I don't feel so. Want me, I just want me. To me, want me, I just want me. I really no feel say Everald Warmington have have nothing against woman. Me not feel so. I feel say Everald Warmington is just the type person where them just can't push around. Everald Warmington is the type person where them can't push around. Can't push around Everald. Can't push around Everald. Them just can't push him around. Can't push around Everald. Don't try to push on Everald.
Could you start from the beginning?
I'm not aware of what he's saying. I don't speak Spanish. Understanding all that is written. For this house, I wish to indicate for the benefit of the ambassador and the people of Cuba that Jamaica siga siendo un buen.
People, this is what me are telling you about. Comedy, sitcom, see another labor right here. You see that one here? This one here. Them claim say, why me not like him? Why me, hey, them claim say, anybody where Warmington claim say, act like fish, and him not get them for eating a theme dish. Anybody, them say, anybody in a parliament will act like fish and want me not get them for putting a him dish. Want me not in a nothing with them. Because this member here we name Turlang people. Turlang, yes, Turlang, tongue, Turlang. Listen how him come a parliament, I try talk in a different language. Labor right, like Everald Warmington people, me telling you say, a comedy show this, sitcom, only in a Jamaican parliament, you can laugh. Enough people now want to bring it to the way I bring it. Because why? Them feel say, it's a disrespect to parliament if we are liking the Jamaican parliament to sitcom. Yes! The Jamaican parliament are like sitcom, comedy show, the Jamaican parliament, pure comedy when it comes on to parliament. Pure comedy. Listen this, please.
Oh, please. I did not turn your mic on at all. Could you start from the beginning?
I'm not aware of what he's saying. I don't speak Spanish. Understanding all that is written. For this house, I wish to indicate for the benefit of the ambassador and the people of Cuba that Jamaica siga siendo un buen vecino y amigo a la gente y el gobierno cubano. Nuestra historia y amistad ha sido lleno del apoyo de Cuba en muchos aspectos, especialmente.
Hold on a moment, member from St. Catherine Southwest. The standing orders were suspended in order to allow. No, not only, member. I'm not sure if you had stepped out of the chamber at the time, but leeway was granted by the speaker to allow specifically for him to speak in Spanish.
You hear that?
To speak in a language. Yes,
this
member.
Parliament. This is Jamaica Parliament. This is Jamaica Parliament. Lead way for somebody. It is not a part of the standing order for no one speak in a
Don't put up my
foreign
mic.
language.
Don't come, please.
No, I did not turn your mic on at all. Could you start from the beginning?
I'm not aware of what he's saying. I don't speak Spanish. Understanding all that is written.
Yes.
For this house, you must speak in English and English only.
True.
I have no idea what he's saying. And I'm entitled to understand what is being said in this house by any member. I don't speak Spanish. And this said, I must hear it in English. Okay? I just must learn Spanish and come back.
Thank you for your intervention.
People, a labor right this and labor right, you know. Labor right and labor right this. What can go so? But when it come on to committee, come to Jamaica Parliament and wanna get comedy. Yes.
Member? So, members, he is correct in respect of the language allowed by Standing Order 6. However, the member asked previously and member, so he would have to speak in both language, English, and the same would be said in Spanish. And
people, every woman turn in the foolishness.
Member, the Standing Order said the proceedings and debates of the House shall be in English language.
Yeah.
All right, every petition shall be in the English language.
Yeah.
That is Standing Order 6.
Yes.
However, member, you may have stepped out of the House. Before the member started the debate, before he began reading the resolution, he asked previously, and it was put to the House to allow him to speak in another language, which was Spanish, in solidarity with our, yes, he did. And I did. And it was so moved, separate and apart from the suspension of the standing orders for the motion itself. So yes, member, it was done. Member, Minister Terrell, please recommence. Please, for the benefit of the member, from St. Catherine Southwest, since I do not speak Spanish either, when you indicate your statement in Spanish for the benefit and solidarity of our sisters, brother country here and present in Parliament today and listening to us from Cuba, they will be able to appreciate very clearly our solidarity and the suspension of the standing orders that was done in that respect for them on this occasion, and then repeat same in English for the benefit of Hansard and all members seated here who speak only English. So by the speaker.
Foolishness. Total foolishness. Yes, total foolishness. Every Wilmington attack the blasted truth. Nothing but the truth.
I, Clifford Everett Wilmington, on behalf of the people of Southwest St. Catherine, from whom only, I do swear that I will faithfully and bear true allegiance to Jamaica, that I will uphold and defend the constitutional laws of Jamaica, and I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibility to the people of Jamaica. So help me God.
Jamaica, we have fresh political drama. At the ceremonial opening of Parliament, Member of Parliament Everald Warmington shocked everyone when he walked out immediately after taking his oath of allegiance.
Listen.
No greetings, no small talk.
Yeah.
Just a straight exit. And trust me, people are talking. Here's what went down. Traditionally, MPs gather at the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union headquarters on Duke Street, then march together to Gordon House for the swearing-in. But not Warmington. He arrived solo, skipped the march, took the oath, and left. Just like that.
Just like
the Jamaica Observer cameras caught it all, and social media lit up within minutes. Now, what could trigger such a bold move? Many Jamaicans online are speculating that Warmington is upset because he wasn't given a ministerial portfolio in the new cabinet. Remember, after a reshuffling of the government, several big posts were handed out. But Warmington, nothing. Comments on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok all point to one question. Is this a silent protest, or just Warmington being Warmington? Warmington has a long history in politics and is known for being outspoken. Back in 2011, he resigned from the cabinet after admitting he held dual citizenship with the United States, a constitutional no-no for Jamaican MPs. He's also famous for a fiery...
And you can't believe the consequences that lead us tonight. And example,
clash between MP Everald Warmington and the cops goes viral on social media.
You just hold on for it, but then you point it after them. Don't try this shit to me. Don't try to me. Minister, you're not going to do this.
You hear that?
Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
A video depicting a verbal altercation between Southwest St. Catherine Member of Parliament Everald Warmington and several policemen has gone viral on social media. Mr. Warmington could be heard saying the incident took place in his constituency. The incident reportedly took place on Labor Day. It is understood that the dispute was primarily between Mr. Warmington and the Deputy Superintendent of Police. Warmington could also be heard on a phone call with a person he referred to as his colleague Minister Horace. Mr. Warmington also referred to one of the policemen as a boy and accused the policeman of posturing as if the policeman intended to draw a firearm. Mr. Warmington could also be heard saying he's exempt from the curfew order under the Disaster Risk Management Act. Mr. Warmington also insisted he was disrespected by the police.
Warming! Me now put up with this no more than the Horace. Okay, me done. The man come up, he come out and pull to a draw gun. There must be safety. How can I check this commission? You just say hold on for it, but then you point it after them. Don't try this shit to me. Don't try to me. Minister, you have to do this. Okay? The man come and drop, pull in clip and drop fucking gun here. What video? This is the minister. Now, some of them have video men that way. This is the minister. Not a video. Mr. Mention, it's not this one, but this guy tell what I'm saying from.
This Warmington, you mad? Or police for this Warmington? Or police for this Warmington, you mad?
And this is from inside here. The first is the money, but I mean, we can't move it like the man, we want to sit down with a big friend. We want to do it. This is not politics, so let's talk about politics. Okay? And the child is now. It's disrespectful. You say that you're not going to give it for you. Can I call you? You can say video when you're talking, fine. Come here. But you can tell the minister to me, she's talking about it, because you must.
Oh, you think this Warming? People, no. We are going to make on the ear about the latest comedy act we are going in a parliament now. People, Jamaica no short. Jamaica parliament no short of people where I would call some of the biggest comedians them. Yeah, man. Jamaica have some of the biggest comedians them. People, I want to know get set for the one here. Get set for the one here. Yeah, man. Get set for the one here. Want to know? Get set for the one here. Cause the one here, I go make on a boil loose because right now, at this one here, I dey talk about today. This is the talk about in the Jamaican space. That's why nobody can tell me nothing. Jamaica Parliament are one of the most, boy, may I tell you, Jamaica Parliament. Yeah, man, Jamaica Parliament. But people, I want to listen. I want to listen carefully. I want to listen. Listen carefully. Member of Parliament, Nikisha Burchell, say, not under the face of the earth, not under the face of the earth, up on top of the earth, she, what the in Parliament, right? Here, wagwan.
I mean, to my knowledge, in my interview.
What the in Parliament? It is said that Nikisha Burchell, what the in Parliament? It is said that Nikisha Burchell and, yeah man, I don't want to love people business. Yes, I love people business. But this is the Nikisha Burchell one. Other one here, everybody are wait pan. So, Nikisha Burchell is becoming one of the biggest actor in a parliament now. To me, Nikisha Burchell make the speaker of the house and Warmington look like them just start act in a parliament. Nikisha Burchell not even do 1 year in a parliament yet, and Nikisha Burchell is the biggest actor in Jamaica Parliament now. Nikisha Burchell is like a walking sitcom in a Jamaica now, a walking sitcom. Nikisha Burchell, not saying what she say in a Jamaica house, but them say is the speaker of the house she talk about. Listen what them say. Nikisha Burchell say. Listen.
Husbands, when I sought to share my in an interview, Ms. Burchell said Ms. Holness exhibited controlling tendencies similar to women who dominate their husbands. When I sought to share my experience working with the current speaker, it wasn't a personal attack. For that, Ms. Burchell says she will not apologize to Mrs. Holness. I did not speak to the speaker on her mind. I made two analogies in my interview, and this was not in Parliament. In my interview, I made two analogies. I said, there's a distinct difference between maintaining order in Parliament and controlling. One can control in the way school moms control schoolyards. One can control how you control at home, be it the husband, the children, whomever. That is the extension of the analogy. However, control has no place in Parliament where adults were elected by their constituents and sent to represent them as equals. She also responded to statements made by government MPs regarding the controversy. When I see the orchestra arranged with 3 women from the government benches taking the time away from their busy, hectic portfolios, we have the Minister of Finance. You hardly hear her. We have our foreign affairs person with all the turmoil we have going on in policy. And then there's Julia Cupboard, and I'm not sure what she does. But when you have these 3 women leading their substantive portfolios to be used as pawns in a written script, written mostly maybe by their male directors, to come out and parrot something that they didn't even watch the full clip. And Ms. Burchell insists that she will not be silenced.
People.
In an interview, Ms. Burchell said Ms. Holness exhibited controlling tendencies similar to women who dominate their husbands. When I sought to share my experience working with the current speaker, it wasn't a personal attack. For that, Ms. Burchell says she will not apologize to Mrs. Holness. I did not speak to the speaker on her mind. I made two analogies in my interview, and this was not in Parliament. In my interview, I made two analogies. I said, there's a distinct difference between maintaining order in Parliament and controlling. One can control in the way school moms control schoolyards. One can control how you control at home, be it the husband, the children, whomever. That is the extension of the analogy. However, control has no place in Parliament where adults were elected by their constituents and sent to represent them as equals. She also responded to statements made by government MPs regarding the controversy. When I see the orchestra arranged with 3 women from the government benches taking the time away from their busy, hectic portfolios, we have the Minister of Finance. You hardly hear her. We have our foreign affairs person with all the turmoil we have going on in policy. And then there's Julia Cupboard, and I'm not sure what she does. But when you have these 3 women leading their substantive portfolios to be used as pawns in a written script, written mostly maybe by their male directors, to come out and parrot something that they didn't even watch the full clip. And Ms. Burchell insists that she will not be silenced.
People.
In an interview, Ms. Birchall said Ms. Holness exhibited controlling tendencies similar to women who dominate their husbands. When I sought to share my experience working with the current speaker, it wasn't a personal attack. For that, Ms. Birchall says she will not apologize to Mrs. Holness. I did not speak to the speaker on her marriage. I made two analogies in my interview, and this was not in Parliament. In my interview, I made two analogies. I said, there's a distinct difference between maintaining order in Parliament and controlling. One can control in the way schoolmarms control schoolyards. One can control how you control at home, be it the husband, the children, whomever. That was the extension of the analogy. However, control has no place in Parliament where adults were elected by their constituents and sent to represent them as equals. She also responded to statements made by government MPs regarding the controversy. When I see the orchestra arranged with three women from the government benches taking the time away from their busy, hectic portfolios, we have the Minister of Finance. You hardly hear her. We have our foreign affairs person with all the turmoil we have going on in policy. I mean, there's Julia Copeland, and I'm not sure what she does. But when you have these two women leading their substantive portfolios to be used as pawns in a written script, written mostly maybe by their male directors, to come out and parrot something that they didn't even watch the full clip. And Ms. Birchall insists that she will not be silenced. In an interview, Ms. Birchall said Ms. Holness exhibited controlling tendencies similar to women who dominate their husbands. When I sought to share my experience working with the current speaker, it wasn't a personal attack. For that, Ms. Birchall says she will not apologize to Mrs. Holness. I did not speak to the speaker on her marriage. I made two analogies in my interview, and this was not in Parliament. In my interview, I made two analogies. I said, there's a distinct difference between maintaining order in Parliament and controlling. One can control in the way schoolmarms control schoolyards. One can control how you control at home, be it the husband, the children, whomever. That was the extension of the analogy. However, control has no place in Parliament where adults were elected by their constituents and sent to represent them as equals. She also responded to statements made by government MPs regarding the controversy. When I see the orchestra arranged with three women from the government benches taking the time away from their busy, hectic portfolios, we have the Minister of Finance. You hardly hear her. We have our foreign affairs person with all the turmoil we have going on in policy. I mean, there's Julia Copeland, and I'm not sure what she does. But when you have these two women leading their substantive portfolios to be used as pawns in a written script, written mostly maybe by their male directors, to come out and parrot something that they didn't even watch the full clip. And Ms. Birchall insists that she will not be silenced. In an interview, Ms. Birchall said Ms. Holness exhibited control.
People, you see this? Total garbage. Total garbage. Because one thing may I say. You see Juliet Holness, to me, Juliet Holness are the person where I run the yard. I mean, the yard. Juliet Holness are the person where I run the yard. And when I say the yard, I mean say the yard. Juliet Holness run the yard. You don't know what I mean. Same way, I want to say, Juliet behave in a parliament, that is the tendency of a Juliet Holness. Same modus operandi of a Juliet Holness. Juliet Holness is a person where you can see it upon her. She is definitely a man controller and a man ruler. Juliet Holness is a man ruler and a man controller. That is the person who Juliet Holness is. Now, Andrew Holness behave like say, at the first are the public behave like at the first them ever hear. It sound like Juliet Holness, a rule Andrew. Eh? It's not the first. It is not the first time it is in the public domain. It is not the first it is said in the public domain that Juliet Holness it is not the first. From long time, people have said the House Speaker backchat the Prime Minister and people. I am going to play a proof. I am going to play a proof of Juliet Holness, a backchat. Andrew Holness right in a parliament. People, this is where the public are talking about. This is the video where the public are talking about. This video.
What I need, and to put it in any other way is misleading the House.
Your mic was not on, Minister. Hold on a moment, Minister.
This is the video, people. This is the video.
This is a point of order on which I
This is the video.
the member with me. Madam Speaker, the leader of the opposition rose on a point of order. What is your ruling, Madam Speaker?
Well, you know already, Prime Minister, this is not a point of order.
What order of the House of debate was breached?
No.
If the leader of the opposition
the House is
continues
not
to
a point of
use
order.
The point of order to disrupt debates, Madam Speaker, that is an abuse of the rules of the House.
This is the video.
So, Madam Speaker, I ask you to rule on whether or not the point raised by the leader of the opposition breached any rules of debate in the House.
No, it does not, Prime Minister. So members who are grumbling prior, the reason I made sure to state this is exactly that. Please read Standing Order 34. Minister, I apologize for breaking your stride in your presentation. Minister, I'm asking you to sit because Minister, I'm asking you to sit.
People, they hear the part when she said, Prime Minister, I'm asking you to sit. You hear that? You hear that? You hear that? Comedy show. Sitcom only in Parliament we hear them thing. That's why I make sure play the Nikisha Burchell thing over and over and over and over again. That's when you can hear it when Nikisha Burchell say that, hey, you have some people who are broke ticking at their ears, you know, to hear the truth. Listen, backtrack on the video and make sure say the Nikisha Burchell part play about 10 times. And I'm going to do the same with this one here. Listen.
Your mic was not on, Minister. Hold on a moment, Minister.
This is a point of order on which I rise. The member with me. Madam Speaker, the leader of the opposition rose on a point of order.
The old speaker
what is your ruling, Madam Speaker?
Well, you know already, Prime Minister, this is not a point of order.
What order of the House of debate was breached?
No,
if the leader of the opposition continues
not a point of order.
People design a parliament, everybody has see it. The woman here, her husband, it no matter if are the people business in a garden. Are your husband a chat the Prime Minister of America? Hush up your fucking mouth and listen to what the Prime Minister said. If you don't even care, listen to what. If you don't even care about husband and you are around the house people, but you must have respect. The man will chat to you and him a blow in your face. Him a blow in your face. I mean, him a blow in your face. Two. Oh, it sound like me a spit. So I spit, me a spit. Two. Him a blow in your face. I spit, me a spit. Two. I blow. Him a blow in your face. Two. So, you can't disrespect the man. The man attack to you. The man attack. I tell the big Prime Minister hush up. Listener.
I mean, and to put it in any other way is misleading the House.
Listening now, people, listen. Because we don't
Your mic was not on, Minister. Hold on a moment, Minister.
This is a point of order on which I rise. The member with me. Madam Speaker, the leader of the opposition rose on a point of order. What is your ruling, Madam Speaker?
Well, you know already, Prime Minister, this is not a point of order.
What order of the House of debate was breached?
No.
If the leader of the opposition continues to use the point of order to disrupt debates, Madam Speaker, that is an abuse of the rules of the House. So, Madam Speaker, I ask you to rule on whether or not the point raised by the leader of the opposition reached any rules of debate in the House?
No, it does not, Prime Minister. So members who are grumbling prior, the reason I made sure to state this is exactly that. Please read Standing Order 34. Minister, I apologize for breaking your stride in your presentation. Minister, I'm asking you to sit because Minister, I'm asking you to sit. You will get your time. We'll go into that next, member Campbell, so we can go down that road after. So Standing Orders 34 speak to interruptions. Interruptions subject to the provision of Standing Orders 26, 38, and 39, which speaks to privilege motion, closure of debate, and previous questions. A member shall not interrupt another member except, and this is the challenge that we have been having, persons believe that you can interrupt, that you can shout chair, 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 and you must be heard. Persons believe that you can speak without your mic being turned off. You are not based on the standing orders, not based on what accords across the Commonwealth. Some members, it says except by raising a point of order, which is what we use. Whereupon the member speaking, for those who choose not to listen, respectfully, I am asking you to at least allow those who would like to hear to do so. Subject to the provision, a member shall...
I made that, and to put it in any other way is misleading the House.
I am going to rest my debate. Everybody.
Your mic was not on, Minister. Hold on a moment, Minister.
Everybody.
This is a point of order on which I rise. The member will leave. Madam Speaker, the leader of the opposition rose on a point of order. What is your ruling, Madam Speaker?
Well, you know already, Prime Minister, this is not a point of order.
What order of the House of debate was breached?
No,
if the leader of the opposition continues to the point of order to disrupt debates, Madam Speaker, that is an abuse of the rules of the House. So, Madam Speaker, I ask you to rule on whether or not the point raised by the leader of the opposition reached any rules of debate in the House.
No, it does not, Prime Minister. So members who are grumbling prior, the reason I made sure to state this is exactly that. Please read Standing Order 34. Minister, I apologize for breaking your stride in your presentation. Minister, I'm asking you to sit because Minister...
People, you see, when I say Parliament is like a sitcom, it's pure comedy. If people out there want to feel, say, I am disrespecting Parliament, have it your way. But people, judge my presentation today and judge me on my presentation and tell me if I am wrong or if I am right that Jamaica Parliament is like a sitcom or a comedy show. So people, I am asking you please to join me tomorrow at the same time for another top top video from Yardi TV. Thank you for watching.